So I've been 5 years sober, right? 5 years. No alcohol, no tobacco, no weed. 5 years, no caffeine even. Taking it to an extreme. For the most part, no processed food too. Let's see, what does the dog see up here? Nolani, come here. Ruff, ruff. So we're going to talk about it. And what I really want to talk about here is my social life and also sober social life, which is, I think, to me, one of the best reasons to do it. So, and I'm making this video because I had a couple videos recently and I got into sparring in the comments with one watcher who's also doesn't drink, is also sober, but is arguing and suggesting that there's a pretty big social cost to being sober, that you miss out on this valuable social network, that all the most successful people drink alcohol, and that drinking is isolating, not drinking is isolating. And I find this to be not true, and I really want to go into more detail on it. But before we get into it, I think it's worth it just for the health reasons and taking care of your body. For most people, drinking consistently, even if moderately, even a drink a day, significantly disrupts sleep, for one, and over 5-10 plus years has significant negative health effects. It's not marginal, it's significant. So by not drinking, you become healthier in comparison to a drinker over time. It's not marginal, it's significant. And one of my core beliefs is that the body is a gift from God, and it's really the only thing that we own, and it's the only gift from God. And it's our responsibility to take care of our bodies the best that we can. I believe the body is a temple. I'm not here to preach to you exactly, say join my cult, my religion. It's not a religion. I'm not really I'm not denominational in any way. I'm not a member of a religion. But that is one of the beliefs that I have, is I'm going to take as good care of my body as I can. So one of my personal tenets is I do not poison my body intentionally if I can help it. And that means no alcohol, it means no weed, it means no tobacco. Why caffeine? I'm not really going to get into that. That's more about self-mastery than anything. I don't really believe that coffee done in a reasonable way is bad for you. And I wasn't unreasonable. I would drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning, but it was more about freedom. Anyways, the health benefits are significant. Now, let's talk about the social benefits. I just checked, I Googled, I don't know if it was ChatGPT or AI or whatever that spat out the result, but I was curious, how many Americans don't drink? What do you think the number is? Think about it. A lot of y'all would think it's a really small number. Well, what came up was, of adults, 40-some percent do not drink even a little. That was what came up when I Googled it today. I looked. 41%, I think it said. 40-some percent are sober or sober curious lifestyle, but almost half Americans don't even drink a little. That's not what you would think from the conversation around drinking culture, social culture, media, and so on. You'd think that almost everybody drinks. Well, actually, a huge amount of people don't drink. So you may think, well, if I don't drink, then I'm going to be rejected by what I would call the Manhattan crowd, is professionals who go out to cocktail bars or drink over business meetings and buddy, and somehow they're going to reject you because you don't drink. You're not going to get invited to the frat parties or whatever it is. And there might be some truth to that. Personally, for me, that's a fine trade-off to make for the benefits that we're going to get here. But we are gaining access to this huge population that doesn't drink. And let me tell you, if you don't drink, if you're in this 40%, you would probably prefer to not be around people who drink also, right? I know that to be true. And also, we all want to define success, where, oh, the most successful people tend to drink. Well, I'm personally not interested in the Forbes list and saying, does Warren Buffett drink? Well, Warren Buffett, I don't know that he drank. He drank Coca-Cola is what he drinks, right? To me, success, I like the way Tai Lopez describes it as the good life test. Would I exchange my life for this person? And I'm not interested in exchanging my life for Elon Musk. I think my life's probably better than his, or at least I enjoy my life more. I'm not saying I'm a better person than him in any ways. Obviously, I don't have the same kind of impact or income as him, but the point is, who would I want to trade my life with? And if I look at those people, they're athletes. They may or may not be professional athletes. They're people who are really in touch with their health. They're in touch with their mission, spirituality, and connection with the earth and the ocean. And those people live in the 40% of people who don't even drink a little. And that is a huge proportion. So if you do not drink, you might not get invited to cocktails with this one group. But if you go to cocktails with this group, you're not getting invited to go trail running at 6 a.m. on the Saturday, right? So what are these 40% of the US population who doesn't drink at all? What does their social life look like? Are they really lacking? Not necessarily. I mean, they may do things like wake up early and go backpacking, camping, hiking, outdoor sports, kayaking. They may be athletes and they want every edge in performance, so they don't want to poison their bodies for that reason. These people, you'll find these people at farmers markets. You'll find these people at workout and fitness classes and at the gym. You will find these people everywhere, everywhere, right? And again, if you are sober intentionally, you probably don't want to spend your time around people who abuse alcohol or other drugs. So if you were to be a drinker, you're going to be disqualified from a lot of interactions with these 40% of people. And that 40% of people, it tends to have the healthiest people. Also, it tends to have the most beautiful women. Some of y'all might say, this was a comment I got as well, it's kind of a shallow reason to not drink to get access to more beautiful women. I don't think it's shallow at all. I want the healthiest children. When I have kids, they're going to be healthy. The mother cannot drink. I don't want to drink. I don't want her bringing alcohol in the home. She's going to be healthier for that reason. Health is beauty, right? Is that shallow reason to want to have healthier kids? Right? So there's this giant social world of people who don't drink, don't want to be around drinking, and I invite you to join the winning team if you haven't already. Different lifestyle. If you think, how am I going to meet people without going to bars? Well, the real healthy people aren't at bars anyways. You meet people through work. You meet people through clubs. You meet people through activities. You meet people at the climbing gym. Meet people in the ocean. Meet people. Bond over healthy activities. So that's been one of the biggest things that I've seen is the activities that I do and the people that I spend my time around. For me, I would definitely drink and be around parties, and man, like a lot of unfit people. A lot of it was smoking though, and I ended up smoking weed with some losers, and I'm like, man, I'm making myself worse. And in the 5 years, I look at who I associate with and who I get to associate with. Because when I'm drinking and smoking and doing drugs, these, a lot of great people are like, I don't really, that's not my vibe, right? So, yeah, I'm just looking at how much it's improved my social life and how many doors it's opened and how grateful I am now, and yeah, also how much bigger the that group is than most people think. It's a lot. So yeah, hope you find it useful. If you want to work with me one-on-one, I'm looking for maybe one or two more guys to work with. There's a link down below. This isn't some group or large thing you get thrown in. This is just me and me and you. So go take a look, and I help guys in various walks of life clean up their habits and think more deeply about their life and become more successful in the metrics that they care about: quality of life, health, whatever it is. So don't miss out on living your one life to the best that you can. Okay, appreciate you. Much love. Talk to you soon. Peace.